Force Awakens Wars.
I know, I said Star the Force Awakens Wars. I guess that was a joke, you can laugh at it. Haha, alright. We just saw Star the Force Awakens Wars. So we're going to do a quick run around and give a bare bones summary of our opinion and our reaction to the film. Then we're going to talk about it in an open floor style discussion. Does everybody understand the terms here? Yeah. Great. Alright, so I will start. I thought that Star the Force Awakens Wars was a very good movie. I enjoyed it a ton. And it was basically what I wanted out of this. However, I feel like it was held back by being a little too heavy on the throwbacks to the nostalgia. And there were just enough of them to make me throw my hands up and vocally go, oh my god, are you kidding me, in the theater. So, those moments aside, I think it was really lived up to what it needed to be.
That was not half a sentence.
That was not a fragment, James. That was like a fucking paragraph.
What else are we supposed to say now?
What you think?
Okay. But you summarized everything.
I thought
that it was a super well done movie, very good acting. The whole plot really fit together really well. And there was a lot of, I don't know, like James said, there's a lot of good throwbacks and stuff. And I thought it was maybe a little heavy, but it made you feel the intergenerational nature of Star Wars. So I don't know. That's what I liked. Sorry, that was half a sentence. There was a run-on.
No. Can you just shut your mouth and stop laughing, please?
We'll get to you.
No, I'm sorry. The rules have changed, by the way.
So,
for the record.
I predicted about 95% of that film before seeing it. Before seeing the movie, I turned to Sam and said, I think Han Solo should die.
I will vouch for you.
Oh, by the way, anyone who...
I did not
there are no limits on what we're going to talk about here. I guess is what you would call a spoiler warning, but I don't like that term because I think it's extremely overused. But we're going to talk about everything.
Okay. Yep. So I predicted probably about 95% of that based off the 2 full trailers and just my own theories. I did not see any spoilers beforehand. And I predicted about 95% of the film. That said, I thought it was very enjoyable. I was a little disappointed by the lack of trade negotiations. I thought that was a little light in the film, really.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I purposely avoided reading anything about it. I only watched the trailers a few times. I tried to limit my exposure to movies as much as possible so I would be pleasantly surprised going in. And I can honestly say that I think I personally enjoyed the movie very much. I think you talked about the nostalgia aspect of it and said it was a little too heavy-handed. I personally don't necessarily agree with that. In some places it was, but I think that was what JJ really had to do to kind of cement his kind of directorial prowess with the movie, if you know what I mean. He had to kind of make a statement with that, so I think he did that appropriately. And personally, it was exactly what I was looking for from a Star Wars movie. I really enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to go see the next one.
Closure.
Yes. It was definitely the newest hope. That's all I got.
The newest episode.
Those are new?
Yeah. That's all I got.
That's your contribution?
That's my contribution. I mean, the movie was the same thing as number 4, except
we'll get into
her name wasn't Princess Leia. It was
Organa.
It was Organa. Yeah, and she had a big stick, a
Obviously,
boomstick,
Rey was
instead of a
fucking Luke
blaster.
Skywalker, not Leia Organa.
She was? Is that how you interpreted the ending?
That's future
From A New Hope?
That Rey was fucking Luke Skywalker?
No.
I'm
saying that if we're making similarities to A New Hope, Rey is Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, I mean, you could be wrong. That's fine. But anyway, you turn back.
I mean, what else is there to say?
I don't know. James summarized very right. You put the interpersonal shit into it.
It was
The rest of us here.
It was fine. I don't think I had as much interest going in as you guys did. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I didn't look at any spoilers because I wasn't very interested in looking at any spoilers. What I got, I think it was an alright movie. I think I agree with James. Nostalgia was pretty heavy. Nostalgia was heavy. Some of the humor I thought was kind of clunky. Disney, yeah.
I think Disney.
But other than that, like Alex said, I'll go see the next one. I'm interested to see where the story goes.
Wasn't this the first Disney movie that wasn't directed by Disney? It was directed by J.J. Abrams.
What?
What does that even mean?
What do you mean?
No,
Like a director within.
yeah, this is the only director who's not been within Disney that directed a Disney movie, right?
I mean,
No,
most
so-
of all of them.
I don't think so.
Disney owns a lot of production
Yes,
companies.
Sam, fire away.
About humor.
Fire away, Sam.
That's a good point.
What lines, if any, were humorous that were grown worthy that you guys thought were
They were
really?
grown-worthy? I think
that
the
were grown worthy.
John Boyega had the most groan-worthy lines.
Yeah.
I think.
Who's this?
Who did?
For what lines?
Finn.
Finn.
I'm trying to remember I can't even remember specific lines, honestly. But
I
like,
think we were just like nodding his head.
Oh,
Like,
no,
what is
it was in the
Oh,
very
yeah,
beginning
oh,
when Poe was talking to Ren. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
"We're supposed to start talking now."
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
that was.
I thought that was.
I think if that wasn't there, I would not have had like.
yeah.
I would not have been as tainted because that was in the very
Yeah, that
beginning
set
too.
the
So like,
tone for the
within the
humor.
first 5 minutes when I heard that, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what this is
I
gonna
kind
be.
of felt like Age of Ultron again.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah,
seemed like to me, too.
exactly.
You know what? You know what?
That's why I feel like Disney. Like that's just what Disney
I
does.
think you're right.
I
Well,
thought it was really enjoyable.
I thought it was
but-
I want to say though, like, you all know how much I love Age of Ultron.
We
But
all love Age of Ultron.
Wait, you
James
love
Bond.
Age of? I thought you hated that movie.
anyway, Age of Ultron is it's
An
anathema to
abomination.
me. But I can.
An anathema.
Nice SAT right there,
James.
James.
Thanks, guys. But I say that I think it's a success. It's to this film's credit that I went home not being able to remember any of the lines because they weren't that bad. But I still like remember that they weren't that great.
Well, you also have to kind of consider what they're trying to do
Yeah.
with this new movie because you have these two aspects where you have the like people put it very well. It's a good balance of new things and nostalgia, and you have to appeal to both fan bases with that. Like us, we were going for the nostalgia aspect, and then you have those little kids that are sitting in the front row. They were going there for the lightsabers and the laughs and all that stuff.
I gotta say, some of the moments that I thought were overdone nostalgia ended up paying off. Just in the first place, I didn't like them. The big reveal of the Millennium Falcon was the first one. That was the first time when I was like, okay, that means it's what to do. And I was like, no, that's when I first shouted, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
No,
Like,
that was ridiculous.
that was ridiculous. And then they did the same.
That was
And then they did the same thing later on with R2.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
come on,
Also,
guys.
like,
But in both cases, it ended up, especially with the Falcon, like it was
Yeah,
so
that's
central to the whole movie, and it ended up being, in the end, I was like, you know what, it's okay that they did that.